Ravi knelt on the dusty floor, the air thick with the scent of old earth and secrets. He reached beneath his bed, pulling out a rusted metal box that felt heavier than it looked. With a sharp breath, he emptied the contents onto his worn blanket. The rhythmic clink of coins filled the small, quiet room. He counted them one by one, his calloused fingers tracing every jagged edge of the metal. 5,000 rupees. It was a fortune in his eyes. He wiped the sweat from his forehead, a proud grin spreading across his face as he shoved the box back into the shadows of the dark corner, safe from the world. The next morning at the tea shop, the air was filled with the aroma of steaming chai. Ravi leaned over the counter, whispering to Grandpa Mohan about his hidden treasure. The old man listened, then set his glass down with a soft thud. He pointed toward the garden. To demonstrate a truth, Mohan placed a single mango seed into a glass jar and set it on the table. It sat there, isolated and dry. Then, he walked to the edge of the yard and pushed a second seed deep into the damp, fertile earth. He patted the soil down firmly. Ravi watched in silence as the old man watered the patch of dirt. Weeks turned into months. The seed in the jar remained a dead, hard shell, while outside, a vibrant green sprout pierced the soil, stretching hungrily toward the sun. Ravi stood before the small, leafy tree and then looked back at the stagnant seed trapped in the glass jar. He finally understood. That afternoon, he walked to the market with a heavy heart but a clear mind. He emptied his rusted box and spent every last rupee on a battered second-hand bicycle. The next morning, long before the sun dared to rise, Ravi was already pedaling through the narrow village streets. He delivered fresh milk bottles to every doorstep, the glass clinking in his crate. His legs ached with every rotation, and his lungs burned. But for the first time, his earnings began to double. He did not stop at milk delivery. Every bit of profit was a new seed to be planted. He soon purchased a small wooden cart and filled it with the finest mangoes from the region. He set up his shop near the bustling market square, standing under the scorching sun for hours. When his old friends walked by, they saw his sweat-drenched shirt and his stained hands. They laughed and pointed, mocking his tireless labor. "Why work so hard, Ravi?" they shouted. But Ravi ignored the stings of their laughter. He focused on weighing the fruit and handing out change with a steady hand. He lived simply, reinvesting every single profit into better stock and more equipment. He watched his business grow just like the tree in Mohan's garden. Years blurred into a cycle of hard work and strategic expansion, until the small cart was replaced by a structure of brick and mortar. Today, a large, bustling storefront stands where the wooden cart once sat. Ravi stands at the entrance, no longer a boy with a rusted box, but a man of substance. He watched a group of children gather around, their eyes wide with curiosity. He reached into his pocket and handed a handful of coins to a boy who needed books for school. He pointed to the massive mango tree nearby, its branches heavy with golden fruit. He looked at the children and said, "Money is like a seed. If you hide it, it stays a stone. If you plant it, it becomes a forest." The children nodded in awe, watching him return to the work that built his world.